So what happened was the people from the Chamber of Commerce said there's a congressman named Freddie Richmond who's getting them all this federal money to build this thing. So a few months later, I'm watching TV, and there's Freddie Richmond on TV on the news. Now what's he doing? He's resigning as a congressman because they caught him smoking pot in the Capitol building, and they caught him messing with congressional pages. So he had to resign as a congressman. So because of his indiscretions, this light rail never got built in Brooklyn back in 1985. So then eventually the people from the Chamber of Commerce said, Bob, here, you're a young guy. Here's all our files on the trolley project, and maybe you can do something with it. And by the way, get in touch with Polytechnic University, because they have engineering in their graduate school. So that was a good piece of advice. So for 4 semesters, I worked with the graduate students and the professors from Polytech, and we came up with this beautiful streetcar loop system around downtown Brooklyn. All the engineering was worked out, all the environmental stuff was worked out. The demand analysis was done, the funding was done, was all figured out in an 8-volume set of books. And so the city heard about it, and DOT said to me, we're going to give you a little bit of seed money to buy materials to build a demonstration trolley in Red Hook. And if it works, we'll extend it up to downtown Brooklyn using the construction methodology that you're going to develop by building a demonstration project. So they said, we don't have any money to pay salaries, but we can buy material. So we collected up the material after about a year of beating the bushes, because it had to be historically correct material that was 100 years old, but still good. So we built this perfect reconstruction of an 1890s Brooklyn trolley line out and back of where the fairway is in Red Hook. And originally it was a lot longer. We built track out into the streets. And then the city said, okay, build some more track out in the street, and then the next grant cycle we're going to fund this to bring it to downtown Brooklyn. So, like a schmuck, I listened to them and laid out my own money for building it in the street. So what happens? 9/11 comes up, and right after that comes the election. So all the politicians and the city administrative people who backed this project for the past 18 years, they all got term limited out of office all at once. And the new people who came in said, what? A trolley in Red Hook? That's idiotic. And so they hired a contractor and paid him nearly $1 million to demolish what we built. And all that's left is one little piece in back of the fairway with 3 trolleys rusting on top, which used to run back in 1999. And there's still one perfectly preserved trolley inside the pier, the Beard Street Pier where the trolley barn used to be. Now everything's coming a full circle. Now that Congresswoman Velasquez is trying to get $10 million in the federal budget this year to build a line from Red Hook to downtown Brooklyn. And Mayor Bloomberg has now decided that it's a worthy project to have a streetcar line run from Red Hook to Dumbo and down to Borough Hall. So the city DOT is supposed to be working on the feasibility study for this sometime later this spring. So keep your fingers crossed. Now meanwhile, I'm all talked out. And again, look at our website, brooklynrail.net, for more historical stuff. And John will walk you down to the end and show you the wall where the engine's supposed to be hiding behind. And thanks for coming today.
Thank you. had the law saying it couldn't come back past flat.
That's electrical over there, and the insulation's been stripped. I think that looks like electrical.
It's the one closest to you guys.
It's not big enough for height. Well, something like that. If they didn't know about the tunnel, how did they get these pipes to the tunnel? Well, the guy over there said that he came here. So he said, oh, I don't know.
You guys all close the initials.
For a while. Yeah, maybe that's.
Yes, I don't want
How did you find out about this? I have a hobby in which I study all kinds of like mafia and all kinds of stuff like that. Actually, I'm going to do a tour in Miami next weekend. And I was just researching and rediscovered it. And basically contacted them. We
Drill down to 4
I want New York,
another branch of DOT
and so we asked intelligent questions, not like fluid questions that we would all know. And
permits from the city to do it. So that's the kind of thing we're dealing with.
What kind of research? You said that. What kind of research did you do for the mafia?
Well, that's one of the things about Murder Inc. That's how I found out about it. And then I just watched the Discovery Channel saying that he said about
What was the Murder Inc?
It's a big long story, but basically it was a group of mobsters that basically pulled hostage in downtown Manhattan.
They were murdered for hire.
Yeah. It's going to be next Saturday. I'm still planning it, so I probably won't be announced until like tomorrow night because I'm still waiting on some of the people to get back to me. Yeah, it's all about mob, law, all kinds of things. Yeah, under Brainiacs. Yeah. Are you guys coming from?
I don't remember which one I signed up for.
Okay.
Is that one?
If it's 1001, yeah, I'm gonna start it with Brainiacs first, and then right. But then I asked them for popularity. They agree. You know, it just takes long. You know what I mean? So.
Well, Jordan is regarded, right?
Yeah, he does that. Okay, they'll let us see.
That's not very old because they didn't have a split button models until probably the 80s. Yeah. Yeah, that's when they first started.
This is the kind of stuff I love though. Like, I let Lawrence do all the events for me.
Yeah, I know. Where was he at today?
He wanted to come with something.
Yeah.
So cool. Nice work, Karen. Long enough. Back it up.